Alright, we're gonna see how this goes. So guys, what's up? Paramoto here. So what's Paramoto doing today? Paramoto's trying to do an auto-tune session with the Vance and Hines Fuel Pack 3. If you guys don't know anything about fuel packs, you select like a kind of a base map, and auto-tune is supposed to be like a custom tune. So it already says like don't expect the bike to run well. This is better. The first couple times I revved the bike, it almost died. So some backfiring already. It is running like absolute dog shit, and it almost died. Typically it runs pretty good when you give it gas, but anything that's like lower RPMs, it is not happy with. Why is that doggo in a cage in the back of your truck? Free the doggos. Guys, what I was planning on doing is with the stage 1 kit install, I was planning on doing an entire video of the exhaust, which we did, and then I was going to do an entire video doing the intake, which we did, and then I was going to do an entire video of just explaining how to use the Fuel Pack 3. Well, the Fuel Pack 3 is so stupid simple when it comes down to just loading base maps that there's no point of me even doing a video of that. It is literally the definition of plug and play. You plug it in, you follow the prompts, you pick what you have, you know, and that's it. It's stupid simple. What we're doing today is what is called auto-tune. This isn't Kanye West music or anything like that, which I know we all love. But this is literally you doing a custom tune for your particular bike. So Vance and Hines, the fuel pack comes with a bunch of preloaded settings. Like it'll be like, you know, short shot exhaust and like high flow air intake, but it's not specific. And you can't be like, well, this one flows this much, this one flows that much, we'll tune for everything. That's not really how it works. So this is where auto-tune comes in. When you have something that's not standard and there is not a base map for it, you can hit auto-tune and go and basically ride your bike, and it will basically tune your RPMs to where it thinks you're more efficient. I'll be totally honest with you, ever since I flashed the bike, it has ran better. It has definitely had more horsepower. It has more get up and go. But at the same point, I've lost probably somewhere in the magnitudes of like 10 to 20 miles per gallon. And I've noticed kind of like a rich fuel smell. Like I think that's the word for it, rich, when it doesn't seem like it's burning the fuel, like there's too much fuel being burnt, and it kind of like, it smells like raw fuel, jelly bean. So the biggest thing that I noticed was the fact that my fuel light indicator comes on about 20 miles earlier. So I went from about 100 miles on the tank to about like 80 some, which is like going from like 30 some miles per gallon, which is pretty good, to 20 miles or so a gallon, which is like This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go do an auto-tune session. We're gonna see how it does. The way that I understand auto-tune is that you want to ride the motorcycle in like varying styles. Like you can just relax, you can get it when it's time to feel like it's time to get it. It's already tuned some of the lower RPMs. Like if you saw in the beginning of the video, when I would turn the throttle at all, the bike would almost die. And that's not good. Like that's not safe to have a bike that does that. It's feeling pretty good. It's sounding pretty good right now. But it definitely left me with some doubt there for a second. We got some backfires. I'm trying to treat the bike like a rough break-in. If you guys have ever broken into a motorcycle, you want to vary the RPMs, you want to change the gears a lot, you know, you want to just generally like just vary everything, vary the gears, vary the RPMs. That's kind of what I'm treating this as, and I'm also just revving the shit out of it too. I do tend to rev the piss out of this bike when I ride it. I wish we can get past third gear with these slow bastards in front of us. So my hope is with like an actual tune on this bike, like a custom tune, that I won't be blowing up no valves, and I'll get my miles per gallon back. The biggest thing is I really want to provide for the longevity of this motorcycle, considering I still owe like $8,000 on it. I say that as I just treat it like a redheaded stepchild and just revving the piss out of it. You can definitely hear all the burbles and backfires happening with it. That definitely didn't happen on like the stock tune, like either the stock tune that came straight from Harley or the stock tune that came from Vance and Hines. So, but it is starting to lessen it already, and we've only been riding for like 5-10 minutes. Man, I hate cars. Dog! For some reason, we're just deciding to go 12 under the speed limit. 10 under the speed limit. Almost 15 under the speed limit now. Oh, backfires. It seems like it's revving better now. When I first plugged it in, it was definitely revving like, it was revving pretty high. Sounding good. One thing that you definitely need to pay attention for and plan for is that every once in a while, when you're auto-tuning, you're not going to have the power right off the rip. So like you'll twist the throttle and nothing will happen. So if you're about to like jump out into traffic and get in front of somebody, it might be a good idea to maybe not do that. Maybe that's a habit that you shouldn't do when you're auto-tuning. Oh, like that. That was, Mike almost cut off. Oh, that actually got me, that got my attention. Oh, man. That was no bueno. As much as like that's kind of scary, you also kind of have to let it happen or it doesn't learn. It doesn't learn from its mistakes. So I can definitely tell that the bike's either warming up or the fuel pack's starting to lower the RPMs. Nice tame MSF course start. Right into dickhead mode. Sorry, I can't help it. It just sounds so good. I just love the way the bike sounds now. I'm gonna pull over real quick and see what my map looks like, and so I can show you guys the map, the auto-tune map. Oh, see, still bobbling. Almost cut off there. But let's see. Yeah, I didn't have this second camera, which I think all you guys appreciate that angle. It's a lot more personable. But if I didn't have the second camera, I can literally put my phone like right up here and show you guys every little thing that's happening. Oh, cool. So that's what we've applied so far. I forget what the orange means. I think that's the parts where it's taking away fuel. So I'm going to apply values. Apply values, continue. Okay, so it says you need to turn it off. Apply values, apply. This would be good because it's almost like we're applying the values and then when we ride again, we'll be able to see just from where we started, you know, how much better or how much worse it's doing. It says please wait. Ready to flash. Flashing new map to bike. So it literally just made a new map and it's flashing to the bike right now. Please turn bike off for 30 seconds. This is literally how simple this is. You just follow the instructions, man. Man, I need to, this bike needs to be washed. It survived the pollen apocalypse. So rock form case, steel tank. I could probably keep it there. Nah, I don't trust it. If it moves, it'll scratch my tank probably. Turn bike on. Bluetooth will reconnect. It would probably be a good idea to do this in starting and stopping points like your house. So we're still auto tuning. Oh wait, it had an explanation. Orange is partial learn, green is learned, white is no data. Let's see what happens. Let's put this bad boy over into neutral. Alright, the startup is better, even though the startup is warmed up too, so. Okay, so it's not dying when we rev, so this is definitely the right map to be on. Pretty cool. Pretty simple. Oh, almost dying. It seems almost like a new rider, like the low revs are the hardest part for it. It keeps on making like a weird, like, it almost like it turns off for a second and I hear the air sucking in. I can't even jump into traffic because if it dies when I jump into traffic, it's gonna be bad. Just rev the piss out of it and burn up your clutch, you know, you're good. No worries. Yeah, it doesn't like starting from a stop. Which is kind of a problem for a city bike. It's definitely running smoother than it did 10 minutes ago though. I can definitely tell. Like there's a gigantic difference. I know, we're in 5th gear on a 45 mile an hour road. I know. auto-tune problems, I get you. Boop, boop. I wonder how long auto-tune takes to figure out that I'm a dickhole. It probably already has. I almost want to like take it to a parking lot and just start and stop from like a dead stop like 10 times. Just to get it some practice, you know? Alright, let's see how it handles this time. Ah, it didn't almost die. These low RPMs are really making me nervous. It really is stupid to be doing an auto-tune session while you're like, you know, en route to something that you have to be on time for. Like, if there's any problems, I'm gonna have to end up like canceling my stuff for the day. What is this person doing? Fuck. That might be the takeaway from today. Like, do auto-tune with a friend, and you know, maybe with a friend that knows what they're doing. You know, and if you don't know, you know, if you don't have a friend that knows what you're doing, maybe become that friend that knows what you're doing. You know, learn. But also do it when you like, you know, start and stop from your house. That way, if you like do anything stupid and like you ruin the entire ECU of your motorcycle, you can just roll it into your garage and deal with it a different day. With the fuel pack, I don't doubt that it wouldn't be pretty fast to fix. You know, like if I had to stop on the side of the road and reflash the entire bike, yeah, I'd probably be late for jiu-jitsu and I'd probably have to cancel, but I would like probably be able to get home just fine. It would be like 10 minutes of fussing in a parking lot, and then I'd be fine. A lot less backfiring going on now, I'll tell you that much. Really like how the auto-tune, I really like how the fuel pack has like these overriding like maps, like these default maps that you can pick and like immediately go ride your motorcycle. And then I really like how you have the option to auto-tune as well. So it's like, yeah, I mean, like you can use one of these predetermined maps, it'll be fine, but it's not absolutely perfect. When you get a chance, just, you know, use auto-tune, make it perfect. I really like that. It's like, which motorcyclist doesn't like having options? Like, we all love having options. Look at all, like, the modifications and crap that we do to our motorcycles non-stop. Like, we're all modding our crap non-stop. Like, it's crazy. They're just little backfires. They're not huge backfires or anything, which is good. Nobody appreciates, not even, like, real motorcyclists, nobody appreciates sounding like machine gun fire going down the road all the time. I was actually at a bar with my husky dog the other day, and like she's got really good hearing because she's still a puppy. There was a Harley guy that obviously never auto-tuned their motorcycle and he just put stupid loud pipes on it, and every time he just went like that, it would just be like vroom, pop, and it was just like, it sounded like a gunshot. It hurt my ears, and like my dog was like already kind of on the fence about all the loud noises going on. She's not really finicky, but there was a band playing, you know, and that dude came around and just ruined the night. He ruined the night. Went from being able to hang out in a bar with my husky dog to having to go home early. Start from the stop. Here we go. Let's see if this bike's learning. I'm gonna do it like normal. Yeah. It already was starting to do the poof noise. I knew it was gonna die if I would have not revved the crap out of it. That's not good. I don't got time for that right now. I can see how this could be a pretty laborious process, just like riding and applying auto-tune and riding, applying auto-tune. You could probably like literally just keep the fuel pack on your bike for a while, like a week or so, and just constantly auto-tune it until it's just like perfect. There was a lot of things on that first ride that it changed. It changed a lot of things. This is a pretty good ride for it because like we start off like up in the county, country roads, high speed limits like 45 plus, and then we come down here, city riding, stoplight to stoplight, you know, good variety, up and down gears. It's definitely not like in the low RPM stuff. It pops and crackles more on low RPMs, and it doesn't like starting from a stop. We need to fix that because I'm not having a bike that's hard to ride. That totally takes away from the point of a Harley Davidson. This is supposed to be easy going. The Harley Davidson is supposed to be like Corona on the beach. Let's get these revs down low. Let's start auto-tuning down low, bro. This is perfect. This is exactly what it needs. Look at me being nice. I just honestly don't want to see this this Red Oak dude get freaking run over. Lamborghini? No Lamborghini today. It might make sense, and I might have to do it later on today to get into the side panel and just find a space for this Fuel Pack 3 to just live. Just leave it plugged in. Like, that way, like, anytime you have a problem, you can, like, almost auto-diagnose with the fuel pack. Very nice. It's like a Porsche show down here. Well, we rolled without the bike trying to die. I like your sharapa. What are you wearing? Is that lady literally wearing a burlap sack? It's like a sharapa. I'm gonna be your guide. I'm gonna be your Raleigh Sherpa. This is. I need to just do a loop of this block. Ah! I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was like the little like about to die noise. Apply changes. Did a fair amount of work. Apply.